to 21 minutes to 9 now. And at 30 years old, Giles McNeil has become the youngest district councillor for West Lindsey District Council. Giles triumphed in the Netlham by-election early this month by 52 votes. The former D. Aston school pupil takes over from Liberal Democrat Ray Sellers, who died following a short battle with liver cancer earlier this year. The win for the young Conservative ended the 29-year hold by the Lib Dems. Morning, Giles.
Morning, Rod.
When did you first become... Because you're quite young to be a councillor, if you don't mind me saying.
I am only 30, which makes me the youngest councillor at West Lindsey, and I'm not quite sure who would next have had that crown, but I guess there's a couple of years certainly on that, possibly 15, I would guess.
Yeah, so why? What's the attraction?
Well, it's about serving people. I mean, I've lived in Netlham for 20 years, and I've gone on the parish council about 5-7 years ago. And you do quite a lot doing things. I'm chair of the sports association in the village, and you can do so much as a parish councillor, but the opportunity has arisen to be a district councillor, and I think and hope I'll be able to do more and deliver more for local people.
Such as?
Well, obviously the big controversy in Netlham at the moment is whether or not the police custody suite, as it's known by the police authority, or station as we like to think of it in the village, is going to be landed on our doorsteps.
Well, you've got a police headquarters there at the moment, so what's the...
Well, there's a big difference between an administrative centre full of people pushing paper, or I guess clicking mice in this day and age, and an operational police centre deploying frontline police officers to deal with crimes that may be taking place and so forth. So there's a lot of concern in the village about that, and that's an issue. It simmers steadily on the hob at the moment.
The thing is, look, Netlham is a growing community. I mean, it's quite a size now.
It has grown. Don't tell the villagers that it's a growing community. They do not want any vast number of new homes built there. I think a few occasional houses, yes, but I think the suggestion of any large-scale development would be very upsetting and distressing for a lot of the residents.
But, you know, you're very close to the metropolis of Lincoln. So, you know,
we are very close, but we are not part of Lincoln.
No, but understandably, there will be moves to try and grow villages in the vicinity of a city.
And there is currently in the core strategy, which is all about planning for West Lindsey and the whole Lincoln area and North Kesteven being delivered by the Joint Planning Committee, proposals for Greetwell Hollow, which, if people don't know where that is, it's between Wicks on Outer Circle Drive and the new development where the McDonald's now is on Outer Circle Drive, in that old quarry for 2,000 places for people to live. So that's a very substantial development within my ward, and obviously it will require sensitive planning and keeping an eye on it, because it's not about housing people, it's also about delivering the services they will need in order to have, you know, schools and all the facilities they need, and ensuring public transport.
So, have you discovered some of the less attractive aspects of politics yet?
Well, I would like to... Well, I'm always very proud that my campaigns are always very clean and fought on what I intend to do. I would like to say that was true of my opponents.
So you have, is the answer to the question.
Much. I will not name names, but the individuals in question know who they are.
Yes, well, I'm afraid that's politics, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to upset anybody.
No, I'm not asking you to know. I'm just interested to know how you feel about it.
I think it's very upsetting when you find an opposition piece of literature, you read it and you think, but that's not true, that's an interesting take on what's happening. I mean, there was one leaflet that declared that 2,000 homes were going to be built in Netlham, but as I've just explained, it's not Netlham, it's that bit of Lincoln just beyond where the quarry is.
But that's the nature of politics, isn't it? This is the world that you have inhabited.
Yes, but the picture that accompanied that article was a picture of a field in Netlham. So the implication...
But, you know, that's the reality of politics,
well, exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying it's right.
I accept that, but I think it's a shame when people don't be more honest and don't take a more grown-up view of how to win an election, which I would suggest was to say what you would do in office, say how you would do it, and let people decide on that basis and not try and convince people.
So do you see this as being a long-term thing for you then? I mean,
it's a long-term in the sense it's to 2015, and then the people of Netlham will have, and Greetwell and Grange-de-Lings, although not Greetwell because Greetwell's moving out the boundary, and Risehome will have the chance to decide whether I was worth the punt and kick me out or keep me in. I'm hoping for the latter, but you never know. it's something I'm involved with already because I obviously work for Edward Lee, who's our MP, and I work for the local association doing the admin in their office. So I know.
Do you not think you'll get frustrated with the party politics and the fact that whatever happens in Westminster is actually what dominates and what seems to matter in the eye of...
Well, I mean, it was very interesting listening earlier to Keith Vaz, who obviously you were talking about whether he was going to come and visit Neil Rhodes, who's our Chief Constable, to discuss matters relating to G4S and whatever. I suppose that's a choice for him, but I don't know if I would make that choice and bother coming all the way to Lincolnshire to speak to Neil. I think it'll be much more valuable for him in the future to speak to these police and crime commissioners we're going to be having
which
in
November. Which he intimated in his interview. Well, it'd be interesting to see how you feel about it in a couple of years' time.
How jaded I become.
Well, no, I wasn't going to say that.
I could see it in your eyes.
No, not at all. You're surely not suggesting I'm a cynic. Giles McNeil, and we'll watch with some interest, Giles. Nice to talk to you this morning. All the very best. Giles McNeil takes us to 9:15.